Okay, I'm gonna ask you some questions. How do you like Joshua Tree in the Yucca Valley?
I have been loving Joshua Tree in the Yucca Valley. I think it's almost, I would say it's my favorite place in California that we've been to so far.
That's saying a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
Better than LA, San Diego.
Yeah, San Diego was a little bit underwhelming. That's true. San Luis Obispo was also at the top of the list, but I'd say Joshua Tree takes the cake for sure. How about you?
Okay. I would say I like those areas for different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking purely at temperature for the winter and land and letting rhubarb be able to run free and wild,
yeah,
I'd say Joshua Tree is definitely up there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, she's not running around San Diego.
No.
Border Patrol will get her.
No, she actually was, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'm like, San Diego she was, but in San Luis Obispo was where she, like, we had a little teeny nook on the mountain with all the mountain bikers, but it was beautiful, but not great for, like, exploring the area.
Not good for the bikers that are coming by.
Sure, they're like, you guys are still here? No.
Speaking of Joshua Tree in the Yucca Valley, those are actually technically two different things.
Yeah.
Can you explain the differences for me?
The difference is, well, Joshua Tree is a town that is within the national park, basically.
Yeah.
And they have a lot more like grab and go kind of places in terms of like cafes and more restaurants for sure. So like they're definitely getting a lot more foot traffic in that way. Rhubarb, come here. What are you doing? And then Yucca Valley. Rhubarb.
Rhubarb's like, let me tell you about Yucca Valley. That's my place.
Exactly.
I know all about it.
Hi, Rhubarb.
Me and the coyotes are like this.
Yeah. You're friends with them, aren't you, Rhubarb? But then Yucca Valley is, it seems like, where most of the residents live.
Yeah, it's its own town.
Yeah, it's its own town. It does, like, it's weird in the fact that, like, it has a lot of really charming places and a really great coffee shop that we like to go to, and it's like directly connected onto public, like a lot of public land, whereas Joshua Tree is a national park, so obviously it's mostly national park land around there. But there's also a lot of really strange big box stores, and it feels like you hit a section of town that's like all like not strip malls, but yeah, just like Walmart's, Home Depot's, grocery store on grocery store on grocery store.
Yeah.
So that part is a little strange, but it has been really convenient because we've needed plenty of things from all those places.
Yeah, there's like 5 or 6 grocery stores in 1 mile.
Yeah, and so our spot in particular is just really accessible for like doing your normal errands, needing to get anything last minute, or yeah, groceries or anything like that. And then also being able to be like, feel like you're actually remote, you know? Yeah.
What is a Joshua Tree?
I couldn't tell you, but it's a very funky, as you coined it, kind of Dr. Seuss-esque kind of tree.
It's not a real doctor, but I'm very upset about that. So I'm never gonna.
We know you don't like that.
There's one right there. You could talk about that guy.
Right there. Yeah, they're quite limby, but like trunk limbs, and they're windy and kind of angular, but then also are very cacti-esque, and their leaves are very spiky.
They're a type of yucca, right?
I don't know.
It's Yucca Valley. Yeah, you know. I believe they're a type of yucca. I think.
Do you know what a yucca is?
It's a type of root, vegetable type plant.
Okay.
It's a family of plants.
Yeah,
I don't know
for sure.
Beyond that.
Family of plants. Family of plants. Got it. Okay.
With horticulture.
For sure.
You're the green thumber.
Yeah, they're cool. We remarked this, you know, when getting here. They're not very fun to drive past. Like, they're all very similar. You said you're not a fan of them either, as much as like other trees. So when you drive past them, you're just kind of like, this is weird. But then when you're in them, you're like, this is really cool. And so I particularly like being around them.
Just for the record, I love driving past.
Okay, sounds good.
I think they're pretty cool.
Good. They are really cool.
Like driving past them and seeing them.
Good. Cool.
I like them. I like hanging out with them too.
Yeah.
They're very nice trees. So, speaking of Joshua trees, sure. I heard you're bonsaiing a little Joshua.
Absolutely not. No, I'm not.
Correct?
No, I'm not.
This is your little Joshua?
That is our little Joshua.
Hi. Who is it? Who is this? Oh no. Hi, who's that?
Cyberbird.
Bridget. It's like, I've been deprived of plants. I'm only surrounded by them. Oh, what is that?
It's an evergreen.
Hold them.
No, I'm okay.
No.
It's an evergreen, not a Joshua tree. It's
In Joshua, yes.
not a cactus in any way, shape, or form. And it will never look like a Joshua tree. We're not going to prune it to look like a Joshua tree, and we're going to let it do what bonsais do and just slowly grow.
I actually looked online. I saw some people actually did bonsai, an actual Joshua tree.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if it's real or if it's like super photoshopped or something like that, but it might be a
That's
thing.
wild.
It was like
like
this
that.
big,
Yeah.
but it had like the little ends that were green.
Yeah.
They were a little puffy.
That's adorable. I hope that's true.
This makes me think back, we should have got a giant redwood and bonsai pad. Those trees move.
That would have been really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Those trees are pretty cool too.
Mm-hmm.
So you mentioned a few stores, but what is there to do?
What is there to do? Well, our go-to is to go to coffee shops.
Mhm,
That's
coffee shop.
basically how we
Coffee shop and beat bop.
exactly coffee shop and beat pop around. Basically how we navigate
Hang out with
traveling.
rhubarb.
Yeah, we hang out with rhubarb. What's there to do? There's hiking around here. We've gone for a hike. I've explored the public land that we're on by like walking and running around here with rhubarb. And then there's a whole bunch of like artisan stores. Like there is not one repeat store in this town, and they are all super cool, unique craftsmen, and they have just an awesome curation of goods here. Like every single store we've been in has been very different, and so it's like endless shopping, more or less.
You know, some stores that kind of stand out.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So there's
a lot though, right?
there's a ton. Yeah, exactly. And so they usually have like a lot of really interesting textiles. They have a lot, I will say, they have a lot of like thrift, like high-end thrift that's very, desert grunge. And so if you're looking to buy something for like 60, 70 bucks that has a bunch of stains on it,
Comes with the stains?
it comes with the
Free
stains,
stains?
comes with the rips, all the things. But in
Oil
contrast to that,
stains or like dirt stains?
dirt stains for sure.
Grind.
Oil, why not? Grind. Some hard work has been done in these clothings. But then in contrast to that, they also have like really nice quality things, as well as, some thrifted stuff that's not, all that grimy. And then you also have, don't let her loose. We're getting coyote time. She does she's like, you guys are talking and not talking to me. Yeah, so there's that. And then there's also, this has been my like crafting season. There's all sorts of different like crafts all about. Yeah, sounds good. Like every store has some sort of craft, I swear. Like either you can get paints, you can get like markers, you can get like obviously yarn. Like there's so many different things. Well, yarn's actually harder to come by, but yeah.
Yarn's hard to come by because you have it all.
I do have it all. I got it all in the town of Joshua Tree and Yucca Valley.
How do you think the people are here?
So kind. Yeah, they're so sweet. They also seem like they really love the area, and so it's just nice to be able to relate and be like, yeah, we've really fallen in love with this place. And it seems like a lot of the people that we meet around here are like they've been here likely for a while, but they remark like, yeah, we came here, fell in love with it, and knew we had to come.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe we just don't interact with as many locals other places or talk to them about their relationship with the environment, but it really does seem like everybody here is like in love with their surroundings.
That goes from that artist that we saw at the entrance.
Totally. It goes from that artist, it goes to Jan to that guy in the store we met today. So everybody, Rhubarb, she's like, please, just play with me. Hey. She wants to play.
It's my playtime.
Okay. Hi, Rhubarb. Come here. Yeah, there you go. Yep. People, great.
Can you tell me about Jan and this lovely tablecloth?
Oh, Jan was so sweet. She was this lady that we met, and she had her own, like, basically secondhand store. This was a secondhand store that's not outrageously priced. It's like all secondhand goods. And we were looking for a tablecloth cover. And there were many different options that we came across, but then we saw this and I really fell in love with it. And then as we were in the store just chit-chatting with Jan, she was talking about, like, it seems like she's very well traveled and has lived a lot of places, but has now been in the Yucca Valley region for like 50 some years, maybe like 48, I think. And like her husband was in the military, and so they did a lot of traveling that way. And he was placed here at one point, and then they just fell in love and they had to stay. Like they fell in love with the region and then had to stay.
Yeah.
And I like to tell myself that this blanket was crocheted by her. However, she was very chatty, so I think that if she would have made it, technically, she probably would have been like, "Oh, I made this." But regardless, I'm just telling myself that she made it because we love Jan.
Yeah, she's awesome.
And she had a little dog. Her dog was super sweet. Her dog's name, I think, was Sasha. And she was also being just how Rhubarb is right now, where like Jan was like busy chatting, doing things, and then Sasha was like, "Hey, pay attention to me." And it was pretty cute. And she was a rescue, a little like poodle, like under 30-pounder rescue, but she was really cute.
You mentioned we like to beat bop around town and check out coffee shops.
You
know, like 2 or 3 of your favorite coffee shops in the area?
There's only 3.
There's only 3?
Yeah, there's only 3.
Starbucks isn't one of them?
That Starbucks will never be one of them. I will choose nothing over Starbucks. But we got the Joshua Tree Coffee Company. That one has a really nice area for rhubarb because most people just go in and go out, and there's a very small little patio in the back that
connected to the bakery / pizza place. Really a pizza place, but they have some pastries.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's where we went when we first got here, which is like 25 minutes away from here or so. And then across the street from that is the Hi Dez.
Hi Dez.
Not even Hi Dez. I think it's the Dez. I think it's maybe just the Dez.
The Dez.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. D-E-Z somewhere in there.
It's the Dez. Not D-E-Z.
D-E-Z. That's how it's spelled. That's how they spell it.
Yeah, it's the Dez, and that one's great. We go there on farmers market days.
It's small.
Which is on Saturdays. Yeah. It's very small. It also has a very curated selection of basically like pantry goods. Yeah. So we don't usually buy things from there other than coffee. But
you want a $60 ounce of olive oil?
I don't want a $60 container of olive oil.
The grease off the tree.
I know.
By Aphrodite herself.
I know. Yeah.
$60.
$6. Yeah.
Side of ambrosia.
Yeah. No, thank you. And then we also have the tried and true Frontier, right? Is that called Frontier?
Yeah, I like Frontier.
Yeah, Frontier is great.
If you want to just like
sit down, do work.
Got bikers in the back.
That wasn't a bike. That was like some sort of four-wheeler thing. But yeah, Frontier is really, really great in that you can just sit down and do work for hours on end.
Yeah.
It's got a really there's a lot of space in there. They technically have food, which we haven't gotten. We've gotten
like
their muffins, but yeah, and they've got a cool patio, and they have a really cool store. Well, it's not their store, but a store is connected to it. That's also
nice Western gear and a couple home goods.
Yeah, exactly. And so that was really, really great. And then across the street from there is the antique shop as well as the Jan's place. So we got this, and a whole bunch of other little cute shops.
There's even a vet clinic too. Luckily, we didn't have to visit that.
Yeah, not yet at least.
Nope. No more toe issues.
Or tail issues. No.
So you mentioned that we went to the farmer's market.
Yeah, a few times.
Yeah. But tell me specifically, like, what's that about?
Farmer's market is my favorite farmer's market I've ever been to.
Even better than Madison?
Absolutely. You can't compare them, but also Madison is like really overwhelming. And Madison...
A lot of corn and cheese.
A lot of corn and cheese. And Madison is like a lot of like duplicated things. Yeah. So you're going to have just like... You may have, it may be the biggest one, but you have like 10 stalls that all sell the same thing.
Now in Madison, are there any steam-dried cinnamon jujubes?
No. Oh, God. Yeah, the farmer's market is by far my favorite one. It is large. Like, I'd say there's probably like 40 vendors in total, maybe 30, between like artisan vendors and then food, like produce vendors. And they also have a super wide array of produce. So I'm able to get literally everything I want there. Like I get peppers there, I get broccoli, I get asparagus, I get Brussels sprouts, I get dates, I get honey, I get everything I possibly want. And then more, I get kombucha, I get coffee. Like it's just all.
Can't hold my coffee?
No, I take the heavy bags. So yeah, that's all to say that the farmer's market is my favorite one without a doubt, and I'll be sad not to go anymore. And it's actually affordable too, except for the $7 kombucha, but it's worth it.
$6 if you bring your bottle back.
No, actually it wasn't. It was $6 and then because it was $5 today.
Okay.
So I'm sorry. It was the $6 kombucha.
Okay, that's a good deal, yes.
Hi, Ruth.
Now, is there somebody called the Jujube Man at these farmers market?
You refer to him as the Jujube Man.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's real cool. Yeah, if you guys don't know what jujubes are, they're basically what, Asian dates?
Some sort of Asian date, yeah.
Also known as a red date.
Red date.
So, yeah, and these ones in particular, I don't know what they're like, just like, you know, how you'd normally eat them, but this guy and his like mom's recipe or whatnot, would steam them with like cinnamon and maybe like clove or cardamom or some other kind of like very aromatic spice and sweet spice, and they're so good. Yeah. Oh, we have those other ones.
Persimmon.
Those persimmons, yeah.
I think it's something
like powdered sugar. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm excited to try those.
Yeah, me too.
Paris Farm, Jujube Man. You told me about the coyotes.
Oh, my beloved coyotes. Yeah. They come out at dusk, which is why also I was like, yeah, we shouldn't let rhubarb run around because it's not dusk yet, but we're starting to approach the time when they might start thinking about coming out. But also, yeah, they are vocal little guys. I haven't heard them for the past couple of nights. It might be because of the weather. I don't know. It was rainy for a couple of days. So maybe they're just hunkered down. But yeah, the coyotes, they are loving life around here. We see their poop everywhere, and then we also hear them, like, I swear it feels like just right outside the door. Yeah.
They're loud little fellas, aren't they?
They're loud, yeah. And
you think you have a better coyote impersonation than me?
No, I am not doing that. I would have to hear them because we haven't heard them the past couple nights. What's your impersonation? That's actually pretty accurate, yeah. Except like we're louder and then times 10. Like
yeah, because they talk to each other.
Yeah, exactly. Reuben doesn't even notice. It's really weird.
Have you seen any other wildlife?
Oh yeah, I saw a hare. Saw one hare, and I painted it because I loved it so much.
The big rabbits, right? Those huge.
The ones with the big ears, totally. Yeah, they're big.
They have antlers?
Antlers? Nope, they don't have antlers. They got ears. And yeah, I saw the coyotes.
Some rabbit with antlers. Didn't you see it?
No. And then we didn't see the little likely mouse, but there was some sort of ground rodent that decided to eat rhubarb's.
I saw a mouse.
You saw one? Yeah.
Oh, rhubarb.
But she for some reason like wants to play with you, but is like cuddles with me. Rhubarb, stop.
Rhubarb, no.
Anthony, when you push her like that literally like gets her excited and antagonizes her. Stop, rhubarb. Because she's not getting attention.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw a mouse.
Yeah, Anthony, just ignore her.
Ignore her?
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I did see a mouse.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Story, huh?
Yeah, great story.
I saw a mouse.
Please tell it again.
A mouse?
Yeah, great. Cool.
Let me see what this is. Let me get. Oh. So it looks like you picked up a new hobby.
Go big or go home, am I right?
We're going to put this. Anyways.
Yes, I picked up a new hobby out of necessity.
Were you inspired by the tablecloth?
That's what happened. Like, it's weird. I wasn't, but because I've always known that I want to get get some sort of cover for that plant right there. Because I absolutely hate the planter that it comes in. It's like a plastic mousse. Don't even show it off.
Great,
a little plastic mousse planter.
You knitted this.
I know. I crocheted it. And so I've known for a while that I wanted to cover that, and I thought there were other ways to do it other than just like sewing, knitting, or crocheting, but I couldn't find any online. And then when I started looking it up, like when I was like, yes, I want to do this, I think it was this that sparked it of being like, oh, this is nice. But I was like, oh, I want to do this, and then I found out that crocheting was how I would do it. And then I found out that this was crocheted because I knew nothing about any of this, so I don't know how this was made originally.
Yeah.
But this was crocheted. And then approximately I don't know, 3 days later, I started my crocheting journey, and then I made that, and then I was like, this is great, I love this, and then I was like, let's see all the different crochet projects I could do, and then I saw a crochet vest, and then I saw all the crochet, oh my god, sweaters, and I was like, I love these granny squares. Turns out these are granny squares, but not actually squares, but hexagons, yeah. But same concept. And I was like, this is my next new project. I love this because also the beauty of the project is that one, you get something at the end. Love that. And then two, I actually enjoyed the process of it. Like after that first learning curve of like some of the key like stitches, but then after that I was like, oh, this really is like it just builds on itself. So I thoroughly enjoyed that. Oh yeah, that's good. I could chew that.
And when you gonna knit rhubarb a hat?
Not a hat. I'm gonna knit her a sweater.
Gonna make her a sweater?
Yeah.
Starting big. Okay, good job. Well, thanks for chatting. Coming to you from Yucca Valley.
Exactly.
/ Joshua Tree / Is 29 palms in that mix?
No, we haven't been to 29 Palms in like 5 years.
That's
I don't really even know where that's at. I'm sure we'll pass it on our way out, but
yeah, I think we drive through there.
Yeah. So what's been your favorite part?
Favorite part of Joshua Tree?
Or being
Or
in
just
this area?
region
Yeah, this region.
No snow.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's surprising.
Yeah, there is. You can see on the mountains just beyond the way.
Yeah, way over there on the mountains, but
Yeah.
here it's like being in the Midwest for a bit. Like I just got accustomed to snow.
You were there for like 10 years.
Yeah, a while.
Yeah, that's a long time.
So like, I was just used to it.
Yeah.
Didn't know any different, but like, it's nice to have nice warm weather.
Yeah.
In winter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I think that's the biggest thing because we can do more stuff outside. We can walk around and not have to be like hustle bustle and can do stuff outside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally. Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite part, hands down.
That's
how we ended up here.
It is how we ended up here.
Trying to escape the winter.
Yeah,
the cold,
totally.
Basically, that's a big driving factor.
Yep. So if somebody were to come here and they say, I only have a long weekend here, what should I do? What would you recommend they do?
You gotta spend your time in Yucca Valley, Joshua Tree. If you're doing that, you'll probably like have an Airbnb or something like that, most likely. So Yucca Valley, I don't know the prices because we got the beach. But as far as stuff to do, obviously you got to do Joshua Tree, go on some hikes, try to get out and about, see the trees, see the nature. A lot of people come here to do bouldering and stuff. That hike in Pioneer Town that we did, that was really cool. Wait. There, that's better. This is proper.
Cute. Yes.
Where are we at?
I have absolutely no idea. Californian desert. It's Joshua Tree.
I don't see no Joshua trees.
Scattered about.
Yeah, they are. Rhubarb. Look. That was cool.
I'd recommend that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a pretty like easy hike. Like you're not gonna kill yourself.
Totally.
You see a lot of nice landscape.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was.
It's a nice length, you know.
Rhubarb, don't hurt yourself.
She's fine.
Oh man.
Keep her distracted.
Good job, Rhubarb.
Of the coffee shops, rank them.
Rank the coffee shops?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it depends on what you want to do. I don't want to.
I know that. Based on your preferences.
If it's farmers market time, I'd go to Hi Dez.
This is not ranking them. This is just categorizing
Hi
them.
Dez is number one.
It's true.
And then Joshua
Dez.
Tree Coffee Shop is number two.
Mm-hmm.
Because their line gets crazy long.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's a great coffee shop, and people know about it. That's why that line gets super long. Theirs gets long too, but
Fast.
it's a faster turnaround.
Yeah.
And Frontier's farther away than those two from the farmers market stuff, so I put that at third. But if you want to go somewhere and like have some sort of like decent meal, or just sit down on a couch and relax for a bit, or go and do computer work or read or something, I definitely put Frontier at the top.
Yeah.
And then Joshua Tree Coffee Company, and then the Dez, because it's like 8 feet by 8 feet, so not much. But they do have that back door, that that outback area that they have where they serve food. We haven't used it yet, but I know they have that, so that does impact my ratings, but maybe it's nice.
Where does Starbucks sit on there? You've been there a few times. And somewhere else too, the library?
Yeah, I like the library. It's quiet there. It's not so quiet.
I don't know, you came back a couple times talking about, hey Liz, when you go to the library, like, is it general knowledge to be quiet? And I'm like, yeah. And you're like, and I was like, why? And you're like, because it wasn't quiet.
Turns out some people don't know that.
So it turns out that place can actually be a little loud. Have long
conversations on their phone very loudly.
Oh, and then of the places in California, like which one has been your favorite?
Depends on what you want to do. I like San Diego a lot.
Yeah, you did like
San Diego is long years. I like San Luis Obispo. I like the mountains. I like the Carmel a lot as far as like ritzy places.
Yeah,
saw
totally.
the Cybertruck there.
That was wild. That was like freaking
nice
other world
and stuff like that. For forests, obviously you don't want to be in Joshua Tree for forests, but
for forests?
Yeah.
Oh.
The desert, right?
Yeah.
But so there's some places in the northern portion of California that was good with the deserts.
Redwoods.
And like the redwoods, right? Those are awesome. So I liked all of it for different reasons. But
if you could only come back to one.
If I could only come back to one place?
Yeah.
Fortunately, that's not the case. And it would depend on the time of the year, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to go to the redwoods in like winter.
Totally. Or Joshua Tree in the summer. Yeah. Springtime. So it's like generally universally like.
You gotta take rhubarb into account too. So springtime's hot, super hot here too, probably, right?
Probably. We're not super hot, but yeah. Warming up.
I don't like that question. Maybe. There's a lot of factors. What about you? Do you have an answer?
Yeah, it would be to come to Joshua Tree.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I definitely love Joshua Tree.
Yeah.
It's a great place. Yucca Valley.
Yep.
Definitely will be back.
I really did. I did like also, obviously mine gets really biased based on where we're parked. And so I think where we park trumps everything. And so if we could merge some of them, that would be great, but we can't. And so I personally like to just have more secludedness and like a really wide open range of landscape. And so I particularly loved the spot outside of San Diego for the spot, but San Diego itself I didn't love very much. It was literally just fine, but nothing really stood out that much to me.
I like that park.
Yeah, that's what you did. But
in the zoo.
Yeah.
The parks in the zoo.
Yeah. But I really loved our location outside of San Diego because we were literally surrounded by mountains and we were right in a valley, so I could run and not have to deal with going up the mountains. And then also nobody was there. I went to the top of one of the at least one of the peaks. And I was like, we are truly the only people on this land right now. And that was really cool. And it was a really fun road to drive. That was nice. This road is fine, but it's really short. So it's nothing crazy. That one you had maybe a half an hour on dirt road max. And that was really nice. I didn't love the shooting, you know, the fact that there's so much just like target shooting there.
Practice.
That I would like. You can go inside if you're cold. But she's like, make me my sweater. But the target shooting didn't bother me as much because where we were located was just enough far away from where people would shoot at, and so it wasn't like absurdly loud. Yeah, but so that was a great location. But then I would say this location.
Great. It's been great here. So where's next?
Where's next? Oh gosh, I forget the name. You know the name. It's just about 3 hours east of here.
And is it 3?
Yeah, about 3.5.
3, something like that. Lake Havasu.
Lake Havasu, yeah.
Border of California and Arizona.
It's like, what, 10 degrees warmer there than here?
Yeah, degrees in general, 10 degrees warmer.
Which is wild.
Yeah, so nice here.
I guess I don't think about like going further east of it getting warmer, but you know, I'm not mad about it.
Not going to be any more Joshua trees, I don't think so.
No, I think we leave the Joshua trees pretty fast.
Cacti.
Yeah, definitely cacti. It looks actually a lot more barren where we're going to be going. Mountains for sure, but the general ground, and we'll see, but the general ground looks a lot emptier versus here. Like there's a ton of greenery, not green necessarily, she tan, but there's a ton of plant life that just like clearly thrives over here.
And this is winter too. But is winter their rainy season?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks for chatting. Thanks Yucca Valley. Thanks Joshua
Yucca
Tree.
Valley.
Thanks to the moon
skies.
that illuminated the night sky.
Cool thing.
Thanks Rhubarb for calming down a little bit. Back for round 2, round 3.
Hi, what's all over your face? She's like, I need to go inside. I'm cold. Yeah, Rhubarb, we're cold too.
Okay, Rhubarb, we'll go inside. All right.
Over and out.
Ciao, ciao.
Better watch out. She's about to. Trot, trot, trot.